A group of armed robbers ambushed an armored truck driver as he was loading up an ATM along Cullen Boulevard today.
All hell then broke loose. There was a shootout before the suspects then scattered.
Y'all got some wild bulls in Houston. Whew.
First, you can see a man who police say is a Brinks courier walking from his armored truck toward the ATM. Then the suspects who'd been waiting in that white Chevy Impala pull forward, and three of them jump out.
There was an exchange of gunfire between the suspects and the courier. At that point, the suspects started to flee.
A nearby store owner tells us she heard the gunshots, her surveillance camera capturing these images. After the shootout, we're told one of the suspects got back into that white Chevy and drove north. In the video, you can see at least two others hopped the fence. At a nearby business, police say those men pointed a gun at a woman and stole her car to get away.
Carjacked her, got her out of the car, and took her gray Toyota, I believe, and fled also north.
Both of those vehicles later found on a dead-end street nearby. Tonight, police could not say if the suspects were part of a larger crime ring or if they got away with anything.
A very dangerous situation for the guard and for any citizens in the area, so we're very fortunate today that nobody was struck by any of the gunfire.
So you tried to rob a Brinks truck in broad daylight? Man, this is stupid. I mean, there's no other way to word that or put that. This is just stupid. This is just dumb criminal stuff, man. It's just like, and I'm not saying like, hey, you know, criminals are supposed to be smart, criminals are supposed to be this or that. Like, no, you know, and I don't like judging people. I understand like some people are in bad situations and some people just really need things. You know, the economy's bad. People are struggling. I understand that. But robbing a Brinks truck in broad daylight is dumb. And I hope y'all all get caught and I hope y'all all go to jail. That's just what I hope. Because it's no reason to do this shit. Because you are having firefights in broad daylight. Man, them bullets ain't got no names, man. You could hit innocent people. People could be coming home from school. I mean, it could be someone's kids, someone's children, and y'all out here shooting in broad daylight over that little bit of money in that truck, man. Come on now, like, we have to do better than this, black folks, man. We cannot do this type of stuff, man, you know, and especially going into the new year, man. Like, this stuff got to stop, man, because this is just degeneracy. That's the only way I can really pit it and make it make sense in my mind, like, because the people doing the robbery, you obviously have no plan, right? You didn't do no scouting. You don't even have an inside person. Like, how are you doing this, right? So you think you just going to come up, strong arm the person, shoot at him, and they're not going to shoot back? Yeah, they going to shoot back. They armed security. That's what they going to do. They going to shoot back. And man, like I said, we're just fortunate that no innocent bystander got hit. Because if an innocent bystander got hit, that Houston PD would be on your ass right now. Yo, they would find you immediately if someone got murdered. See, a lot of times I know, you know, just through my experience with police, and I don't have a lot, but just from the little bit I have, when things are minor, like this crime, even though it's a major crime, it's still considered a minor crime because nobody got hurt, nobody got killed, right? So they're not going to look as hard. They're going to do an investigation. They're going to ask questions. They're going to knock on doors. I'm not saying that they're going to do their job. They're going to do their due diligence. But if they can't find nobody after a few hours, a few days, right? All right, they'll keep an arrow open, but they're not going to just, you know, hound dog it. They're not going to just stay on top of it. They're not going to do that, right? Because there's so much crime and so much stuff going on. They got other things to do, right? So they just can't stay on top of this one case that does not lead to nowhere, right? So that's the only thing I can say why the guys probably won't get caught. But again, like, you're shooting in broad daylight for an unknown amount of money. You don't even know how much is in that truck. You don't know none of that, right? Because if you were smart, you would have it cased out. You wouldn't have to do all that, right? If you were smart, you would have caught the guy coming out of the truck. He just would have gave you the money because you would have had to drop on him. But y'all dumb. Y'all are dumb. And like I said, I hope they catch y'all. I hope y'all pay for what y'all crimes, because this is just dumb stuff and it just make us look horrible as a community, right? because the first thing people think is, hey man, if that guy's doing it, people look at me and think that, hey, I'm associated with that, right? Just because of how I look or my build, they think, okay, you know what? Let me walk on the other side of the street when I see this guy because he looks like those guys, right? And me personally, I get tired of that stuff, right? And I don't blame it on the people who see me in the street. I'll blame it on the people who do the dumb stuff, right? Because people wouldn't look at you funny if they didn't have no reason to, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff for 2025, please guys, try to do a little bit better. I'm not saying that, oh my God, we can fix everything in one day, but this is ridiculous, right? So like I said, guys, this video is gonna be kind of short. Thank you guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care.